Okay, very sorry. People should be able to hear me now. I got a call. I got a call that I just had. I know I'm muted. I just had a call for a second. I got it right before the stream started. I had to cut it off right now. Hello. Hello, everybody. Just took me a minute there of pure silence. I'm very sorry. I just didn't want to, like, share a private conversation there. You just had a very uncomfortable chat with some random third-party security in Sephora. The Sephora hired. Ooh. What happened? Why did you have that conversation? Okay, we still have to find out how we can, like, cause a kerfuffle to leave.
Yes?
Or shall we speak, young one? Professor Homeland. We travel to Konstantin. I think we've read that already. He evades. Should I just say, are there any conflicts going on? Hello! Oh, Max, did you change your name to Tired German here as well? Now I definitely know it's you. Okay, let's see. Let's just try and see what happens when I say, are there any conflicts? I wish to not speak of these things. I'm here in your land. Where you are, Konstantin, we can tell you about our troubles. That's fair. You know our father. Oh, and Yvonne is here as well. Hello. You did not like him then? Young one, why would you say so? Who has been saying such awful words about me? Do you think of me so terribly? Are you spreading a false tongue? I had not realized that he had risen his voice until I noticed the other guests staring at me. Sincerely, Skipper appear confused. Oh, I thought, well, you must have been in the ballroom with him before. I cannot think that you would have not spoken with a hero such as him. Am I wrong? Perhaps I've misunderstood. I see. The young one is very naive in the ways of his court. You may not know this, but being far from your father so long, this hero was not one to show himself at court. He did not seem to enjoy the attention that being known attracts. I understand now how you could be confused. I kept my brow furrowed as the vizier explained. A few guests nearby nodded along, following the logic, and I made a show of sudden understanding. This seemed to satisfy the others, that I had not accused a foreign dignitary of something untoward. I think my best case is still, like, getting Alexander to, like, flirt with the wife. What would happen if I say I think you should leave? I just want to try out shit now. I beg your pardon? Why ever do you level this aspiration at me? The room stilled and then drifted toward me. Pretty sure we had this already. Yeah, academic. I think you may be gathering information for someone, I know not who, but you are not as careful as you think. I assure you that I do not know what you mean. What information could I possibly assess here, watched by so many? One could say the same of your endless queries and conversation. Leave me, lest I lose my even temper. I had struck a chord, but he was clearly not going to admit anything amid the prying eyes. Even still, I noticed that people began to watch him with nervous glances. Had I touched upon his true purpose? Can I talk to the djinn? Doesn't look like it. Well, okay, let me just read what Lantham said. Drove past him to get the one of the little things I gotta scan for work, and he is, like, right next to it. And he struck up conversation, and I started normally. How long you've been working security? I told him, and then he asked if I ever thought about becoming an armed guard, and I said never, and he like tensed up and asked why, and I said that I never wanna be put into the situation where I am. And he went off on this weird fucking rant about being a first responder and having responsibility, like if you saw somebody raping a young girl right in front of you type shit, just supper. Just super aggressive out of nowhere, like bro, I do not fucking know you. Oh god, it's this fucking, oh, hypothetically, in this super specific situation where you would require a gun, completely ignoring that, you know, there are other ways to, like, get somebody away from, like, abusing a child than, like, shooting them. Like, how any other country besides America does it. Since ever. Like, there's a lot of solutions to issues that don't involve shooting people. Like, honestly, like a person like that, I would be uncomfortable with them being like an armed guard. Seriously, they are the type of person where I think they would not know like the correct gun etiquette with like not having the finger on the trigger, and they constantly run around like this. Or did you to eat my message because I used the word krilling? Apparently then, because I didn't see anything. Can I say something else to Pope?
So, we meet again.
Well...
Yes, I didn't know my father. I must have met him. I think I should visit her. Visit? Oh, I do not know if I can find the time, but perhaps it would be kind of me to do so. You can give her my best, at least. Anything else with her father that I could say? My mother is as well as she can be expected. Right, that does make sense. I hope at least she can get through it quickly. You should get her something else to focus on. I know that would get me over Richard right away. He was like judging me my morality for being unwilling to unalive a person. Like, what a psych. Like, that's what I mean. That is literally what I mean. Like, he's trying to have a moral high ground because he wants you to kill people. Like, I would not be comfortable around someone like that owning weapons. That is such a disgusting behavior. Like, this is like the shit like this is the reason fucking Charlie Kirk died. Not that I'm fucking sad that he did, but people like this are the fucking reason that it happened. Yeah, like pulling out a weapon is kind of the opposite of de-escalation. Exactly! Oh, I'm actually getting heated up right now. This is so pathetic and psychotic. Like, oh yeah, oh, somebody is like abusing a child. Let me pull a Glock on them. That's gonna de-escalate. Yo, that's gonna make it better. That's gonna lead to like him not using the child as a human shield or anything like that. No, definitely. Because there isn't stuff like, I don't know, clubs, your hands, like pulling him away, knives, if you want to stab some, if you want to be like lethal or anything. There's so many ways to do shit besides guns. I mean, yes, I just said Charlie Kirk is people. I don't want to go into that level to like dehumanize the guy. you know I fucking despised him, but I wouldn't go on that level. What do you think of my uncle? What, Gervais? He is one of my richest friends. We do not really speak very much beyond pleasantries, and I must prefer it that way. A baron is a baron, as they say. Who says that? Excuse me? Someone says it? I heard it somewhere, so someone must have said it. Is that not so? Please do not be so boring. Boring? Boring? I will show you boring. I let it go. Are you enjoying the ball? The ball is fine. Are you here only to keep your husband happy? Let's go with that. A happy husband won't stick his head in your study every 5 minutes looking for you. I have found that if I do the thing that Richard expects of me, then I can do the things I like without interference. Kay was also the kind of person that would ask that kind of question. Yeah, like literally. Like, he was defending that shit. Never forget his beautiful quote. Like, his beautiful quote of some gun deaths per year is a price we just have to pay for God-given freedom. Which is like going against anything the fucking founders of America were, because like the entire point was that it's not God-given. It was given by them. And not to mention that the fucking irony of him being shot at an event where which literally had the title "Prove Me Wrong," and the topic was about like gun access. He was argued in favor of owning guns, while he was shot by somebody who would have been defended by him if anybody else was shot. Like, I can tell you already, he would just literally have defended the gun, somebody being shot down, because it's literally, like, about what he said. Or he's just a hypocrite, which is also probably true. Yep. Apologies, Lady Carnell, you seem distracted. Why not? Not at all. Why should someone at the ball be so distracted as to not engage in drool conversation? I could not even begin to think. Listen to the woman! Oh no, I don't want to go that far. To think of my uncle, true words. Talk with other guests, maybe. What I personally just found really funny about this entire Kirk situation was that so many like apolitical people suddenly had to speak up. They never spoke up against like people like publicly bullying and making fun of trans suicide. They never talk up about Palestine, but this white supremacist that just got murdered because somebody was doing something he defended. We have to speak up about that. Once they found out the shooter was a white conservative guy, they all just fully dropped it like they don't care even a little bit. Yeah, of course they did. You saw the second like the guy was murdered, oh, it must have been the radical left, and like stuff like that, or like, oh, it must have been a trans person. But now we found out it's a standard conservative guy from a conservative family who was literally turned in by his family because they are that Trump loving. It's like all of these. It's like the same thing that happened every time. It's always like a right-wing psycho who kills them for like a weird who like tries to like assassinate like a Republican for a weird fucking reason. It's the same with all of them. But never forget how much they called for civil war with that bullshit. Let's just see. Is there anything new I can talk with these guys?
How can I help you?
It is refreshing to see two people so happy with one another. We just believe that no one can truly be happy without love. And Stanislav is on his second happiness. Now, dear, you know that Brana and I were arranged. I never knew true happiness until you. Such a charmer. At least we are better off than most of this lot. Happy? How can you say that? You know we have lost one another. Are the other couples here all unhappy? Some of them are fine, really, but the Carnells? She can't even stand next to the man. Oh, and Mirabelle is... Perhaps you should show a little bit of tact. You lecturing me on tact? Very funny, but really, it is a bit untoward to gossip about our house's marriage. Let's leave it, shall we? Perhaps it could be fun to stir up some arguments amongst unhappy couples. And why would we do something like that? It's already got enough troubles. Wait, what are you trying to do, Ratumla? I'm watching you. Just referring to her happiness. Why, if you found your happiness at the second attempt, perhaps they can too? If love worked with any kind of reason, I think the world would be a sadder place. After all, we didn't intend for it to happen, it just did. The journey is where all the fun is. How have you lost one another if you are right here? We haven't, as you can surely see. Have you had too much to drink already? Why is it still early? Marja grabbed her husband's arm and drew him away. We looked on him with concern in their eyes. What? Well, Marja, do you not think of Stanislav was happier with his former... What the fuck? I assure you, dear, she meant nothing to me. Nothing? Nothing at all? And in 5 years... And in 5 years, will I mean nothing to you either? That is not what I... And when you meet the next object of your affection, will she do as much as I did? Risk as much as... I left them in their squabble, which would likely soon die out, and with whatever clumsy thing I had said. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Spoken to Mother recently. Do I have to confess that I have not spent much time with her? I sent along my condolences, of course, but she has been so distant of late. I see her at church sometimes with your Hoffman. She stares off like she is not here. I do not even know if she hears her sermons. Yeah, she said not a word at the Grim. I worry about her, please. Is there anything the matter? Can we do something? She's alone for the first time in her life. I am so happy that she has at least you now. Your Hoffman is capable, but there is so much he cannot do for her. You should consider employing a young maid. She's managing, I suppose. I will give her your love. Can we speak about my uncle? Have you spoken with another mother recently? Tell me about your sister. Oh, I feel her absence every day, though it has been some time since we lost her. I feel like it was only yesterday that I saw her face, and... Gervais leaned over and put a hand on his wife's shoulder. Do you know I instructed you not to dwell on such matters? Ratumblur, do not ask about this topic. It vexes your aunt. Yes, he's right. Let's talk about other things. Speaking about father, of course, what would you talk about? I really wish I was been able to attend his grim. I urged Gervais to wait, but he was obsessed with safekeeping your father's spirit. I came to understand his reason. After all, your father fought against such dark and innoxious forces. He knows what might lurk in the shadows around him. Don't you think it was too soon even still? I do not know what you mean, dear. She hesitated and glanced back at her husband so close. If I gave her an opening, she might be able to speak freely about this. Let her lean against you. Oh, Belle, you have been standing a long time and seem weary. Perhaps you wish to rest yourself on my arm? She nodded gratefully and placed a hand on my arm, leaning on me. This brought her a bit further away from Gervais. She rested her other hand on her cheek, shielding it from view of the ballroom. She continued in a hushed voice. I had thought that it was a bit rushed. I do not pretend to know what your father and Gervais met on the battlefield. The urgency seemed important to him, but I feel there's much that he did not tell me. I sometimes wonder, but I should not think such things. Thank you for your arm, Leah. She removed her hand and straightened up, once more within earshot of her husband. Did you ever worry that he was been drawn into the darkness which he fought against? Zelig? Nonsense. His pride was too strong to let him be enticed away by the very thing he opposed. Gervais would get to the same question from visitors of the court from time to time. The strong of will could not be turned, he always said. The ones who stole my home from me had a strong will. They still gave it to the greed and power. I was grim-like. I wish it could have been. Although we got it quite quickly, Gervais still had fresh flowers brought into the to decorate the chamber. Of course, we could not see him, your father. The cloth remained for protection. Your uncle made a most wonderful speech. You should ask him about it, if you get the chance. I could not do it justice. That's enough about my father for now. Let's try to walk about with her for a second again. Okay, we talked for a bit. Yeah, I'm struggling with the ball segment myself, to be totally honest. I think this is what I said last time and she got wary at me. I'm not able to like cause any ruckus here. You know what? I'm gonna try if I can just literally leave. We need to be careful not to be witnessed by any of the keep guards if I hope to find my uncle's private office and the information I sought. He hesitated and I need a distraction so that I would not be seen leaving. I don't have a distraction and I'm not able to like find a way to do it for some reason. I'm not able to like make any of them, like the suspicion is kinda high and it's like getting I'm not able to like make any of them like start a thing. I want to try if I can do some bullshit here. I don't want to just leave because it's probably gonna bite me in the ass later.
Well.
You still willing to help me? Only if you stop asking me all the time. Like, but how can I get her help? What do I need to do to get her help?
Let us speak.
I'm running out of options. You know, I'm just gonna see what happens. Carefully turned to the Walk of Shadows incantation in my spellbook. Mindful of prying eyes, I covered my actions as carefully as I could and chanted words under my breath. Stone cold without light, hold the shadow of the night, carry it through light and of day, out of sight and out of way. Spirits of the night, Lord of Shadows, guide my path, envelop me in thine cloak of darkness, and let this spell be done. The mortal world around me faded as the magic took effect, and I assumed I in turn had faded from that world. I felt that my goal was not now achievable, yet I was mindful of brighter areas close to light sources. I hurried from the great hall into the shadows of a corridor. Can I talk to the ghost now? Though I could not clearly see her eyes, I knew somehow that she regarded me, silent and emotionless. Where the fuck was her guard coming from? Didn't see that guy. Probably have to watch out to not be touched or something. Oh! Okay, the second I touch light, I turn visible again. I'm not seen her. I'm not reading this right now. What have you done? Let's just leave before a guard comes. There was a guard. Okay, that was quick enough. We're almost up. Okay, there's also a guard, but he wasn't able to see me. Monkey's private office. I had made it here without even being caught. Immediately, the room began to spin, and a wave of sickness washed over me. I staggered, and pinpricks of darkness swelled in my vision. For a moment, I thought I was falling. A deep breath calmed me and stilled my head. I could not back out so close to my goal, despite whatever magical ward it was that assaulted me. Okay, now it's time to actually check stuff. What has done this to you? What do you mean? He is my husband. Blah, 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 blah. I need to go outside of the light. Oh, fucking hell. Step away from Gervais' desk. Oh. Okay. Examine the box. The box did not seem to have an opening, yet something moved inside as I held it in my hands. Spend one skill point to discover depression. As I ran my finger along the side, I felt a slight movement in the wood. In one small section, I pressed firmly. Click. The top of the box opened. Inside I found a small pouch of crowns, ripe for the taking. Leave the coins, that's too obvious. I sifted through the papers. Most of them were unimportant documents about finances, or reports from the harbor master, or the captain of a guard. As I flipped through, though, one caught my eye. It was the speech my uncle had given at my father's grim. Thinking that such a document would not be missed, I pocketed it. As I set the papers down, one of them fell out of a bundle and floated silently to the floor. I retrieved the fallen paper. It turned out to be yet another boring missive from Willard to my uncle. However, as I stood back up, my hands caught on some sharp splinters and the underside of the desk. Something was carved there. When I came closer from inspection, I discovered that the scratches were a sequence of numbers. 51324. Do we need to, like, write that down? The desk against the wall looked a bit disused. A single piece of paper lay on top, but dust did as well. It was as if my uncle had placed this paper to the side, perhaps to deal with it later. From its broken seal, it appeared to be a letter from some noble or other. Examined the letter, but I did not risk taking it. Time is against us as the howl to act is upon us. The Queen's spies grow ever more watchful, and whispers of our intent may soon reach her ears. It is hard to read. He wants to seize the crown, though? Wait, strike while the iron is hot and let us seize the crown before fate robs us of this chance? I await your swift reply. Okay. Move away from that. The cabinet opened with quiet ease, but proved to be empty. It felt curious to keep an empty cabinet in one's office, and my uncle did not seem to be the type to let something go to disuse. I felt around inside. I discovered something. My fingers bent into dark crevices and dusty corners. There was something strange about the cabinet. It was clearly not been deep enough. It had a hidden cache somewhere. As I traced the back panel, I discovered some embossed section on it, which, with a good amount of pressure, gave way. 5 in total, left to right. The panels reminded me of a 5-digit sequence I had found under the desk. My fingers raced along, pressing them in the order indicated by the numbers 51324. A panel in the back slid open to reveal a cache. Inside were rolls of parchment bound with a leather cord. Maps. Several of them looked familiar, and I swore that one was of the area of a northern forest where the witch lived. Lines and scribes suggested movement, orders. Was my uncle planning attacks? I rolled the maps back up and placed them back in the cache. I would have to remember as much as I could, since taking these plans would surely alert Gervais to my tampering. If my uncle knew that his plans had been uncovered, they would be useless to me. Okay, then there's these 2 things we still have to check out. A great set of shelves filled with drawers stood here, daunting. There would be no time to go through each drawer with much of a glance. Check them at random. Opening a drawer brought a wave of nausea crashing over me so strongly that I nearly fell to the floor. I closed the drawer and opened another. Again, the same sickening feeling. This time, I spied the source. A statue of a Virgin Mary resting in the drawer. I quickly shut the drawer and stepped away. That motherfucker. A low cabinet took up the darkest corner of the room. Some papers and books lay on top, along with a spare roll of parchment. The drawer pulled out to reveal several writing implements, pots of ink sealed with wax, and bundles of cloth and parchment. I scanned the papers. The papers were simply endless lists of names, names crossed out or marked with a number or an X. Names I did not recognize. Then, as I approached the last page, I saw a name I very much recognized. Ransomblur van Elstrick, my name, was struck through but unadorned by a mark. Above it was Willard's name, the captain of the guard, first reg, was written next to his name, but also crossed out. My uncle was building up an army. For what purpose, and where was its men and women stationed? The documents raised questions, but did not provide answers. I rooted around in the papers. Spent 0 skill points to discover something. As I ran my hands through the jumbles of paper, inkwells and fabric bundles, I felt something hard and sharp. I withdrew something wrapped in black cloth, a small thin dagger, bladed on both sides. In the faint light, I could just make out dried flecks of red that marred the beauty of its iron blade. Does he also have a witch's dagger? Scanned the papers. There's nothing more that I could find. And if I could root around in, nope, I moved away. Look at that. Fine dagger. A finely crafted dagger from my uncle's office. The murder weapon, perhaps? Is there anything else? I'm not stealing coins, it's just gonna let me, like, make it more obvious that somebody was here. Do your weekly household chores, Max. See you next time. It doesn't seem there is anything else, right? It doesn't seem like there is anything else. Yeah, I found everything I could from the cabinet. I think I can literally just leave at this point. Let me just make a save, a new one. That's gonna be the spy tail save. I wanna keep it safe because, like, who knows, maybe we're actually gonna get fucked for... Okay. I had a feeling that I found all I needed to connect my uncle to his terrible plans. I need to escape the keep now and decide my next move. Can I literally just leave? Oh, Jesus. Game. Okay. Look at the journal for a second. What does it say? After the stress of the ball, I should go home and rest for consider my next move. Yeah. Let's hope people actually just thought we left instead of doing anything. Andres. A night guard looked at me and shook her head. I'm the second one now. Probably because of the ball. Let's just go to the home. As I arrived home, the events at the ball lingered in my mind. Was I losing my grip on reality? The phantoms that I had taunted me, were they real or imagined? Could I control my access to the realm of the dead, or was I being pulled between it and that of mortals? I had no doubts that rumors of my demeanor had filtered through the networks of nobles linked to the ball, though their opinions mattered little to me. And my trust decreased. My success weighed heavily upon me. An army to stomp out my uncle's enemies. Was the witch, my mentor, in grave danger? Was the queen herself in danger? I alone could not stand against an army. Could I raise my own army in time? Did I have allies? Who could I possibly trust but myself? I needed more power. I needed to bring my father's murderer to justice.
Wake up! Time is running short.
What the hell? My room looks kind of different now. A familiar fear gripped me. I was in trouble with my father. I was in my room, but the furniture was laid out as it was when I was a child. My toys lay scattered about.
Why must you always waste your time? More work and less play, child. You are a Van Elstrick. Tidy up your toys now and do your schoolwork. Juliana, take your child in hand. These things matter not. He shall turn out fine after all. There are more pressing matters. Armies are mustering. We must be careful. Our studies must be kept secret. Can all this be trusted anymore?
Holy shit, like all the different states, like as a young father, before he died, dead.
What would you two know? You got us killed, you fools. I should seek counsel from my brother, Gervais. He's the one who caused our demise. Look to those closest to you. Focus on your own safety. Do not trust the Wolf of Mars. Time is short.
Holy hell. Okay, new chapter. I woke from my fevered night, drenched in sweat and recalling many ghosts speaking to me, laughing and whispering and cackling and gibbering. My father, at different ages, had been debating with himself in my room. Surely this was just my mind struggling with the chaos brought on by my necromancy. My mind burned with an all-consuming desire for revenge. We probably should go to the witches and tell them. I should see with Lucas at the school. Ah, okay. Our mother's still sleeping. As I reached the bottom of the stairs, our doorbell rang loudly. Albrecht hurried and answered it. Yes, but Lord Van Elstrick is unavailable at the moment. Understand. A moment, please. After trading a few words with the person outside, Albrecht held the door closed and addressed me. Master, are you planning to leaving Mans without saying so? The coachman is asking for you, Klaus, I believe, though he does not have his carriage with him. He will not tell me what this is about. Shall I turn him away? Thank you. Yes, I have no business with him. Let him in. I'm curious why he's here. If you insist, Master. Abby released the door, and he stepped inside. The hooded figure of the coachman stepped in and nodded to each of us. You won't regret it. I should tend to the lady in the house, if you will excuse me. As Albrecht left, he gave me a suspicious look. I noticed, too, that he did not go up the stairs where my mother was surely resting. Privacy. Good. Now, sir, I have been sent. I have some friends who want to meet you. Took them long enough. You need allies, right? I've got allies. We've been watching. There's no blood lost between you and your uncle, that's clear. Rushed Grim, bad investigation, must be eating you up. We think he's got plans. Plans we're against. I'm listening. Good. There's a house along the road at the east gate, upwards from the market tavern. You see that daft guard, Emil? You've gone too far. Just here, on your map. Go to the door and knock like this. He reached over and rapped his knuckles on the table beside me. A heavy knock, followed by 2 light knocks, a heavy knock, then a light knock, and finally 2 heavy knocks. 7 knocks in total. Quite a complex pattern. Do not forget, I'll be there. Some of the others too. Without another word, the coachman turned and let himself out. No sooner had he left than Albrecht emerged from the family room. It is not my place to say this, Master Van Elstrick, but you are walking a dangerous path. Please be careful. If not for yourself, then for your mother's sake. You're right, I must be careful. I'm guessing they are like the, lich group or whatever that we heard of for so long. I'm guessing it's this, like the residents. Or the other resistance. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go to the academy first, though. I need my money. We're running out almost. Hello, Lucas.
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
I'm ready for my shift at work or school. What to do today? There's been a delivery of new school books. Can you collect them from Ibrahim, please? Certainly.
Good day.
You grace me once again, young sir. What is it that you can do for you this morning? Lucas asked me for school books. Ah, yes, some of the Shakespeare's plays. Only those more suitable for a young audience, of course. Come with me. I was skeptical as to whether any of the great playwrights' works would be intelligible by the younger children in my care. I shrugged. This was not my concern. I walked with a librarian to the storeroom. Here they are. Now I must get back. Ibrahim handed me the stock of books and shuffled off. Ah, there I am.
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
Wait. Did I not pick them up automatically? I thought he said he gave it to me. Now where are the school books? Do I have to give them to the children themselves? What?
So, what can I do for you, dear cousin?
Ah, it's suddenly grayed out. Okay, here are the school books. Excellent. Thank you, Resenblur. I tried to keep my focus on teaching the brats throughout the rest of the morning, but eventually my work was done. Well, that was easy this time.
What can I do for you, dear cousin?
And we got our pay. Let's go. 71 crowns. We definitely won't struggle for a while with that much. Should we look for the witches first, or should we just go to the resistance meeting? I don't really have anything else in my journal so far. The door of the meeting house stood resolutely before me. There was some trick to it, wasn't there? A code? Did I remember it? I tried to recall the code I had been shown. I actually have to spend a skill point? Are you serious? Heavy, light, light, heavy, light, heavy, heavy. Then waited. Before long, the door opened and a gruff voice invited me in.
Aye.
Welcome to the Resistance, Van Elstrick. I exist once more and now make it everyone's problem. Thank you, Eclipse. As I entered the tiny building, the figures within fell silent, turning to regard me. There was little light in the room, save that which leapt and flickered from the fireplace. Hannah, Svit. Wait, Svit is a member of the Resistance? I forgot about that part. Klaus and Rebecca. Let's just talk to them then.
Aye.
I know you'd show up. Listen. I've put my hat on the line suggesting we bring you in, so don't make me regret it. It's my job to keep order here, so mind your manners. What is all this? All this? You mean the resistance of your... You mean resistance, or do you mean my house? Us lot, we're not happy with Gervais in power. That's rough for you, being his nephew and all, but you put that aside and we'll get along just fine. Who's the leader here? No one. really. Svit calls a lot of the shots, though. I owe him special thanks, so I don't challenge him. Why did you join the resistance? That's my business. You mind yours. Fair enough. What are your thoughts on the Gervais? I'm not going to be soft with you. I hate this. I hate his guts. Him and his whole group. That includes you, a bit. From what I hear, though, you're a bit alright for a noble. Gervais has some big plans we don't know about yet. Those plans probably don't care much about those of us at the bottom. There is information I want to share about Gervais. Yes, but save it for the meeting. Svit's going to call on you to do just that. Okay, let's talk to the other ones. Hannah. The troubled-looking woman held her head up high and looked me straight in the eyes as I approached her.
Hey,
Oh, I know her, don't I?
I am Hannah Miller of Mans, a farmer.
Yes, oh my god, that's the fucking farmer's wife. Now I remember. Good day, Blur. I bet you didn't expect me to see a farmer's wife opposing the Baron, but the good people here have to eat, and I can't skim from the stores when I ask when Isaac isn't looking. It's Hannah, if you don't remember. I'm used to people not remembering me. Even my own husband doesn't notice I'm gone most days. I'm sure he notices more than you think. You come to say so. He does love me, in his own way, but I know his heart still yearns for the one that got away. It's strange that you are the one joining our ranks, but I won't stir up gossip from a bygone time. Why did you join the resistance? That's a good question. Whenever Swit asks me to do something a bit dangerous, I ask myself, what a farmer's wife has to do with politics? Maybe that's just it. I'm a farmer's wife. My father sold me off to my husband, or as good as, seeing as I didn't have much choice in the matter. I'm sick of men throwing their authority around. That's terrible. Terrible or not. It happened. Common folk don't have many choices. You have to understand. I appreciate the sentiment, though. You call me being here strange. What do you mean? I do not wish to spread gossip, though it isn't gossip if I know it to be true. You're Juliana's son. I am Isaac's wife. Before your father came along, well, let's say there was another man in your mother's heart. But your nobles don't always follow your hearts, do you? What are your thoughts on Gervais? Like most men, Gervais has a big head on his shoulder and not a lot of sense how to use it. He doesn't care about the people at the bottom, only about himself. I know he's your uncle, but he's losing sight of his duty. I have information on Gervais. Yes, I think that's why we're having this meeting. Best just to tell us all at once when it starts. Let's talk to Rebecca first before Swit, because I think talking to Swit is just gonna lead to the meeting beginning.
Yes? What?
The name's Rebecca, in case you don't know. Out there I work the docks. In here I provide supplies and information, plus a bit of muscle if we need it.
Ooh yeah.
Let me just drink something real quick. My throat is getting dry from all the reading. Why did you join the resistance? Listen, I know you're like his nephew and all, but Gervais sits all day in his castle. The people out here struggle. Docks are a mess. You ever been out the east gate? They've got it bad. Nobles and merchants are taking the workers for all they can and living fat of their labor. Take no offense. Actually, no. Take full offense. Your whole family is part of the problem. You're absolutely right. At least you admit it. What are your thoughts on Gervais? He's up to something and he's not thinking about how it's going to affect the people. His pride's going to hurt us bad. Enough about my uncle. Goodbye. And talk to Svit. Our half-brother, yep. So here he is at last, the golden child, the one who had the life denied to me. Listen up. Out there, you may be Lord of Undead, but in here, you've just another person who wants to see Gervais gone. Here, you're not even the only child of the great hero Zelig. And yet you need me. Here or not, you need to know your place. I am proud to call you my brother, both in arms and in blood. Svit's mouth hung open as he stared at me wide. Wait, what? No, Svit's mouth hung open and he stared at me wide-eyed for a moment. I never expected that you would acknowledge this so openly. I have managed without our father's help, but at least some wounds can perhaps mend. That is actually really cool that I managed, actually acknowledge him being my half-brother. I mean, I used that last time as well. When I used him to get inside the forest. Straightening up, Svit looked at me firmly in the eye. Let's talk business then. This is the Resistance, and we are interested in information you have against our uncle. Welcome to the ranks, brother. If you will have us. He looked at the others. They want to meet you, even if you've met some of them before. It's different when you're in here. I have spoken with everyone here. I call on the meeting then. Everyone, let us meet with my brother. Is he actually saying it differently because I mentioned him and actually acknowledging him being my brother? That's really cool. Klaus beckoned towards the empty chair that completed their circle. I started between me and Svit, as though uncertain who would start speaking first, but I was not about to serve them my information on a platter. Thank you all for coming to a short notice. I wish more of us could have made it, but we were unprepared for the information we received last night. Svit's entire disposition has changed. Whatever he felt towards me had evaporated. Instead, he exuded the qualities of a fair and seasoned leader. We have learned the rise and blur of an Elstrick. Here has information of use for us. That, combined with his access to Gervais, made us decide that he would make a good target for recruitment. Who decided? Me and Cedric, who was here last night. Klaus too. I had my eye on him for a while anyway. What kind of information does he have? I think that we'll allow Rise and Blood to supply that. Tell us what you know. He gestured for me to speak. Alright, I will share what information I have. I don't want to ask anything of it. I want to get close to them to get them on my side. It seemed I did not have any choice. What information would I tell? I could think of two options. Either explain what I had discovered in Gervais' office, which was the information that they likely wanted, or tell them that Gervais had my father killed. If anyone would listen, they would. I think I'm gonna start with that. I explained everything I had discovered in my uncle's office. My new allies listened with rapt attention as I described the documents I had found. An army! It's what I feared. I've seen them arriving under darkness. We can't hope to stand up against the forces he can muster, not unless we act fast. We will have to think about this. It will help. In the meantime, we have some information in return. Gervais murdered Zelik. Of course, I already knew that. I had heard it from my father's own lips. Would it be wise to let that on? This I know, but I cannot prove it. As neither. Switch turned solemnly to me again. Thank you for the information. I think it will help your efforts here. In return, of course, you may consider yourself in our ranks. There's work to do. For starters, know that we plan to ambush a company of soldiers leaving town in the North Road this evening. Meet us at the windmill and the farm. Come in disguise. Of course the disguise made sense. A hat and a fake moustache would suffice. I just needed some scissors to make the moustache from my own hair. And of course I should turn up alone, since my undead forces were to be kept secret from my new human allies. Then I'm also just gonna change my clothing again. I have a hat. I just need to find some scissors somewhere. Can I not use a saw to cut my hair? God, my nose, what's going on? A distant cry echoed in the air, drawing my eyes to the azure sky. A black spot stayed across the blue. It grew larger and larger until the great form of a crow dove for me. At the last moment, it banged and landed outside my house amid the sound of beating wings and scratching talons. Aid! Aid! We request your aid! Come to us again! It was the Zara's crow. What was it doing so far afield? What's the matter? Men! 5 men! Hunters sent to kill the wolf! Because the wolf has claws and teeth. Claws and teeth! They wait for us to be unaware, but I am always aware, always. Yet we cannot face them alone. Alone! Dire indeed. Is it wise to speak out in the open? I cannot let them hear your squawk of crows. They will not understand. What can I do? Come to our aid tonight. For that is when they strike. Bring your bone warriors, take your wisdom. Kill them. Then use them. The crow hopped forward and plucked a vellum scroll from a small satchel attached to its leg. Then it released the scroll from its beak, dropping it to the ground in front of me. The thick parchment felt rough to the touch as I retrieved it. The scroll matched a page in my spellbook. The ritual was awakened, so I'm now finally getting the zombies. And it provided a means by which a dead body could be compelled to move again and to serve me. To make zombies, then, more powerful than the feeble skeletons I have produced thus far. The ritual required some holy water and a witch's knife. I also needed an effigy stuffed with a hair of a living person. I could probably make this effigy myself, or find a craftsperson to do so. The hair I could surely procure easily enough. My dreams of future power were cut short by the agitated words of a crow. Come tonight! They will move. The bird's speech cut to a short mid-sentence. Then it let out a loud series of clicking sounds and finally appeared to relax, looking around like an unenchanted creature once more. Then coming to Rosario's aid tonight, I would need to bring in disguise to keep my identity secret from her attackers. Okay, I need a disguise for 2 things now. Let me check the journal. Damn. That's a lot of things now. Okay, I need to go to the windmill at the evening, and then at night help the witches. I've arranged to help my new allies in the resistance ambush some soldiers in the evening. Yeah. So I have to go in the evening and then in the night with my army to help the witches. A tricorn hat and a fake moustache, which I can make using scissors. I don't have a tricorn hat with me right now, right? Yeah. Let's check the other things. Disguise, Rosario. The witch expect me to attack from Gervais' men tonight at her hut in the Northern Woods. I should arrive in disguise to help her and bring my skeletons. I must advance my craft and bolster my forces by conducting the Awaken ritual. The Awaken ritual requires a cloth doll or effigy, bound to the life force of a living person by stuffing it with their hair. Though I cannot risk using my own hair in the effigy due to their unknown side effects. I could obtain some from a townsperson though, sleight of hand or perhaps seduction. Can I take the hair of the, like, I forgot her name, the red-haired girl that I, like, slept with? Can I, like, abuse her for that? Jesus Christ. I definitely can't turn at night or anything. I need to, like, do this all now. Let's first go to the general store. Maybe I can buy a few things that I need there. Good thing is, I already have holy water. Right? Cooking pot of pot water. Grease. I guess my holy water's empty, so I need to, like, refill it and shit.
Welcome. Browse my bags, gloves, and tools. That sort of thing. The store is very much as you'd
I don't
expect.
have scissors.
We do also get dry ingredients, but they're mostly made to order.
A doll? No, I have never made one, but it would not be difficult. Who do you wish this for? Just for the farm children. I thought they would enjoy a new toy. How thoughtful of you. However, I am rather busy today. I could have one made for tomorrow if you can afford 3 crowns. Tomorrow is too late. Tomorrow is too late, isn't it? Yeah, we need it by tonight. Never mind.
No, not at all. I thank you for your patronage.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Because I don't know how strict the game is with, like, the time thing. Let me just try something like doll, yeah?
My wares if you see fit.
Farm
And
children,
do not
yes.
be afraid to ask if you need any
Thank you, yes, I
help.
return tomorrow.
No, not at
I'm just
all.
gonna progress
I
time
thank you for your patronage.
and see, like, if stuff still works. Because I did it multiple times, I thought, oh yeah, this is gonna happen now in the evening. But I progressed time and nothing happened, and I still could do it. Okay, progress time, it's the next day. My journal should still be fine, right? Yeah, everything is still fine.
Welcome.
Above the doll,
Browse
yes.
my wares if you see fit. And do not
Here's
be
the
afraid
crowns.
to ask if you need any help.
No need for scissors. May I see your wares?
Of course. The best prices you can find in all of Mars.
That is such a terrifying puppet. She has made this for children. Let me just very quickly get the tricorn hat. Okay, now I just need to find scissors somewhere. Maybe in the market. Maybe at the hardware store, yes. scissors. Taking my scissors, I cut a lock of my own hair and formed it into the shape of a moustache for use in my disguise. To go with a simple hair hat or tricon hat, this would be sufficient to disguise my identity in combat once on the side of the resistance. Perfect, so I have my disguise set down now. Fake moustache. How do we attach that to our face? Okay, so we have all of these things set down now. I have a doll, I have a fake moustache. Awaken ritual requires a cloth doll and effigy bond the living person by stuffing it with their hair. Okay, now I just need the hair of a person. Yes, yes, yes. Let me go to the church first to get some holy water. I can't enter it though. I can still enter the Deadman's Gate. That should be possible. Should be able to get holy water from here, yes. I just need to equip the bowl again. Let me get the holy water. Filled the bowl with holy water, perfect. That's good then.
I'll open the gate. Quick, get inside.
Okay, now I need to find my beautiful, beautiful red-haired beauty. And just go... Academy, and pray she's there. She is! My fucking view is horrible. Oh, it's because I have holy water with me, isn't it?
Hello again.
What a lovely surprise to run into you so soon. She leaned in conspiratorially. Words. You know, it's still tired. I'm still tired from so little sleep. For like 5 days ago or something? It was a pleasantly exhausting evening. That's certainly a polite way of putting it. She winked at me a bit and her lower lip sensually... Oh, she winked at me and bit her lower lip sensually. Damn. Damn! I wonder why the use of holy items and waters are required so much in necromancy in this game. I think it makes sense. To abuse the power of God for your bidding. I thought we might try another rendezvous. Seeing as the last one went so well. Lovely! I hope you have something good in mind. How about a stroll in the northern woods with our afternoon picnic? That does sound rather pleasant. Alright, I'll meet you outside the northern gate just after midday. And if you behave yourself, well, we might find ourselves occupied with more than just a picnic. Damn, she's so fucking horny. She kissed me on the lips. Jesus Christ, okay. Let's go on a date with her and maybe we can, like, rip out hair. It seemed that I could not finish one conversation without rolling into the next. As if he had been lying in wait outside, DJ approached.
Hello?
I couldn't help but overhear that you and Annie are planning to have a picnic. A fine idea, I think. You're certainly speaking with more confidence than usual. I'm finding that honesty works better than I expected in matters of the heart. I took Sophia on an afternoon luncheon by the sea. Charlotte from the market set everything up for a fee, of course. I cannot read. Nothing extravagant, mind, but a nice spread. And of course, I'm sure a gift would go a long way. I heard Ibrahim is parting with some of his collection. Thank you, Diedrich. So, okay, I want her hair. I've arranged for another date with Annie. I should meet her outside the North Gate at midday. I might obtain a gift from Ibrahim for her, and Diedrich advised that Charlotte at the market can arrange a picnic. Okay, then let's first talk to Ibrahim. And afterwards meet up with Charlotte. Or Charlotte.
Good day.
I heard you are selling books. I would like to buy a gift for Annie. Ah, the young doctor is still in your good graces, I believe. I have just the thing. He even grinned at me in his glittering teeth. I sensed his desire for his coin, for my coin, but I swallowed my frustration. Annie was at Thirst's very shelf not long ago, admiring a volume of Shakespeare's sonnets. Perhaps this might be of interest? Yes, I'll take it. How much? I cannot take coin to encourage matters of the heart. Consider it a gift. Thank you, most kind. Ah, Ibrahim, such a cool guy. I like him. Diedrich firmly blocked the way into the room. What? He blocked the way to where? I don't know. Okay, let's go marketplace. Charlotte. Legend. The merchant smiled as I stepped towards her stall, but her lips carried a self-satisfied smirk, as though she had been expecting me. Ah, young lord, you've come to favor my stall again, have you? Yes, I hear you added picnics to your repertoire. Sorry, sir, I've not learned me French. But if you mean I set up luncheons for romantics, aye. That's part of a service now. What's your interest in? I want you to go all out, spend no expense. Lovely, lovely. We'll make it a splendid afternoon. 18 crowns. Okay. After an exhausting discussion, which saw me choose the very kerchiefs which would wrap the food, the details were finally set. A decadent display would await Annie and I in the woods near the north wall. Charlotte smiled broadly as she received her pay. I am sure your companion will be overjoyed with so fine a spread. Perfect. So I have done the things that I need to do. Did I receive anything in my inventory for that? Okay, that's just the book that I need. Okay. I'm gonna make it midday. And go to the north gate. She should wait outside. There she is. Oh, look at her leaning to the wall, waiting. All longingly. Annie was standing just beyond the gate, her eyes closed as she felt the warm sun against her skin. She spoke happily without opening her eyes.
Hello again.
You've picked a fine day. The sun is splendid. Shall we get going? Yes. It's just ahead. We walked hand in hand around the city's imposing perimeter wall, past the edge of a farm, and into the outskirts of a northeast forest. As we walked, Annie chattered away annoyingly about some trivial matters. I felt a great weight on my brain, like a dense fog. The wind in the trees whispered things to me which I could not quite catch, and I saw predatory eyes watching me from the undergrowth beyond the trail. Soon we arrived at a small glade where the path branched. Annie grabbed me by the arm and motioned towards a shape near the base of the oak. It was a large bulb, which had unfurled and now dropped to the ground. The purple color of the plant was vibrant, although brownish blotches of rot had begun to creep around its fringes. Oh, I've read about this plant. Let's have a look. She trotted toward the bulb and crouched for a close inspection. Yes, I'm almost certain this is it. They call it gift ball. Goodness me, I've heard it only blooms every 2 decades. What luck that we've spotted it, though I suppose we've been luckier to see it. Though I suppose we'd have been luckier to see it in full bloom. Fascinating. What properties does it have? One source claims that eating its pistils will imbue a person with great strength and insight, but others say that its scent draws foul beasts and demons. That death visits whoever tries to pick its petals, and even that its pollen can make a person mad with visions. I'm not sure I believe any of these accounts, mind, but that what a curious bulb, just the same. It sounds dangerous. Perhaps, but even dangerous things have beauty. And he smiled knowingly in my direction. Is she speaking about me? Am I dangerous? We're lucky to have seen it at all. And he walked ahead. But I lingered studying the plant. Its colors seemed to shift under my gaze, and the patches of rot pulsed like ruddish flesh. The wind picked up, and faint voices murmured through the leaves. 'Tis a shame to love the chance, but a grace as well. This price does not need paying. I shook off the unwelcome portent and returned to Annie. Our walk brought us to a picnic site, and the weather seemed intent to cooperating, at least for now. We had of course stayed within a safe distance of the city walls, which loomed overhead just a short distance away. I could see a guardsman leaning on his musket above us, beginning to doze off in the sun. Charlotte had prepared a luncheon basket, and before long our blanket overflowed with a selection of fruits and cheeses, and several types of wine. I do not know how she had managed to keep the animals or bandits away from the spread until now, but I was grateful to find it so well intact. You've outdone yourself, Rassembleur. This is a lovely surprise. Nice. I'm at 116 to trust now, Jesus. As we made ourselves comfortable, the staccato movement of a small beetle walking across the log caught my eye. It seemed familiar somehow, though I could not place from where or when. The creature's hard shell was cracked and oozed with a strange growth, as though something were trying to burst from within. I watched as it tumbled off the log and made its way onto the damp safety of some wildflowers. This is shaping up to be a fine day. Her voice pulled me back to the picnic, but I saw that she was mulling something over. Her soft brows scrunched up. Things between us have been lovely. I'm not exactly keen to stir the pot, but there are some things we should discuss. Slightly irked by the tone of her how am I speaking? Slightly irked by the tone of this mortal, I began to carefully formulate a response, but the rustling forest intruded again. Wound her, make it smart, make it sting. Wound the silly girl. You've had so many preoccupations lately, so many things that pull you away. I am willing to stand beside you and help you in this difficult time, but I need to know if you harbor true affection for me. The wind picked up again, slashing at my ears with its hissing discord. Now is the time. This silly girl asks to burden you, asks to seal your freedom. Do not let her. Do not. The voice was firm, convincing. What? Spent 0 skill points to tell Annie what she means to you. Spend 0 skill points to tell Annie what she really means to you. I think if I say this, I'm gonna say she's a mere mortal and I don't care. If I say this, I'm gonna make her think I like her. At least I hope. Darling, of course I care for you. Yeah. You're a salve against those dark things you mention. I might even guess that you are the reason I have survived them. Somewhat true. I'm so happy to hear it, Rassembleur. I do apologize for making you say it, but, well, sometimes it is nice to have it said. Like, literally, right? That wording is so weird. Just then, another murmur passed through the branches and brambles of the forest, but to my surprise, Annie turned in its direction as well. What was that? It's just the wind. Here, have something for you. I took the book of poetry from my satchel and handed it to Annie. She looked bemused. Oh, Blur, it's lovely. I've been eyeing this volume for ages. You really... Before Annie could finish this thought, the murmuring grew into a plaintive voice, one which we both recognized. You, here! Someone's here at last. I'm so afraid. I don't remember how I got here. Goodness, that's little Ida. The poor dear must have been gotten lost in the woods. Notice that something is amiss? This does not seem like something Ida would do. And the wind has only just changed tenor. Be careful. Yes, you're right. Something seems odd. Annie stood up and ran into the forest, peering into the undergrowth ahead, just as I rose to follow, and a splash of color caught my eye. Resting among the ferns and undergrowths, a large purple bulb grew defiant. The howling wind changed once more, and this time coalesced into a voice that I have heard before, somewhere in some distant dream. The girl matters not. She is a mere toy. But you must grow stronger, grow more adept. Come, if you follow her, you will be bled. You will be gashed and torn. Her insignificant life, or your strength upon which so much rests. You must choose. By now, Annie has disappeared into the woods. I looked from where she had gone, back to the purple bulb, and back again. A shriek pierced the air. Annie's voice. Fucking hell! Ah! Ah! I think I want to go down the downfall of a Necromancer. The full-on downfall. I must sacrifice her. I really liked Annie, and I would hope for more spicy scenes. No, I think this is the moment where I literally just have to... Like last time she was pulled into the water and was disgusted by me. When I failed that. I think this time is the moment where I have to go like, yeah, I rush to claim my flower. As I walked closer to the unearthly purple bulb, a gurgling began to rumble from the underbush. It grew louder and more liquid, until a group of ghoulie emerged from the ferns, their bodies contorted and lurching. Why do I have to fight ghouls now? Is there any weapon I could equip? Damage is 10, 10. Where's my gun? I'm just noticing, where's my gun? Didn't I have a gun? The fuck? That was not a lot of damage. Oh god. How many times can this motherfucker attack? Seriously. I cannot attack because I need to reload. Oh, my damage is so low. I'm gonna get killed. I thought not helping Annie is the thing to do. What the fuck am I doing wrong now? Want to just kill at least one. Fuck. I don't want to die here, seriously. I do not want to die here. Ah! No! And I'm dead. Jesus fuck. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Yeah, I'm dead. You've died. What was that bullshit? Oh, I have to redo all of this because I didn't save, but the game didn't make an autosave as well. Oh. I don't even have a puppet now, right? Oh my god. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Okay. Make the day progress again. Retrace my steps very quickly. I didn't expect to suddenly get attacked by them. What the fuck was I supposed to do there? Give me the doll, please. Yes. Oh fuck. I didn't ask her yet. Okay, let me load again. I don't want to spend too much days. Yes. I don't know if I'm able to like go into a date with a weapon equipped. That's my issue.
If you see fit. And do not be afraid to ask if you need any help.
Farm children, beautiful idea, thank you. Okay, leave that conversation.
No, not at all. I thank you for your patronage.
Okay, let's progress today again. Go inside again and ask her for the puppet.
Welcome. Browse my wares if
I want
you
the dollar
see
asked
fit.
you made.
And do
Yeah.
not be
Yes,
afraid
yes.
to ask if you
Money.
need any help.
Thank you for your time.
No, not at all. I thank you for your patronage.
Okay, that should work then. Now I have to go back to... I lost my holy water as well, right? Yeah. Those rituals, a necromancer may bring a dead body back to action while its flesh remains, so the corpse may do their bidding. This ritual requires an effigy stuffed with the hair of a living person and thus bound to their life force. The celebrant should call upon Loco and Gedes and blow their air from their mouth into the nose and mouth of the doll. Then they should baptize the doll with holy water using the name of the living person. Place the baptized doll on the chest of the corpse. Okay, that should be all doable. Then, first things first, Deadman's Gate. Jonas, open the fucking door. Oh, and by the way, Lantern, because I saw your message, the bell, when we didn't find a solution and I just fucking left. Nothing happened. I just fucking left, secured my shit, and went on my ways. Apparently that just worked. Fuck! No! I'm gonna reload again. I don't care. I'm not gonna resort my entire inventory again. Oh, now I'm in this ultimate struggle of trying to be fast. Why do I have to redo all of this?
Browse my wares if you see
Yeah.
fit. And do not be
Farm
afraid
children,
to ask
thank
if
you.
you need any help. No, not at all. I thank you for your patronage.
Okay, they... General store. Bizina.
Welcome. Browse my wares. if you
Yes.
see fit.
Yes.
And do not be afraid to ask.
Thank you
if-
for your time.
No, not at all.
Okay, I have
I
a dollar
thank
again.
you for your patronage.
Let's put it here and not accidentally click the fucking sword button. Dead Man's Gate. Jonas. Open the gates. How to play this game on ultra hard mode? I have no idea. Shit's hard. I need the bowl now. So I have a bowl with holy water again. I'm just gonna create now a new save called save new FEG. Okay. The FEG route.
I'll open the gate.
I
Quick,
just want to
get
ensure
inside.
before like I accidentally with skipping that day like the witches are dead and everything. That would be kind of brutal. Now I have to go back to the academy. Why is Annie not here? Oh, she's up there. Okay. Annie.
Hello again.
Pleasant, exhausting evening. Yeah. Thought we might try another rendezvous. Lovely. Picnic sounds amazing. Kiss me on the lips. Let's fucking go. Go outside again. Diedrich should appear. Exactly.
Hello.
Okay, I accidentally called him plump, but who cares? Ibrahim.
Good to hear.
Blah 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 blah. Yes, take it how much? Nothing. Thank you, most kind. Thank you for the book. Now I'm gonna leave again and go to the market. Talk to Charlotte. And do the same thing again. Yes. Wanted to go all out. Spare nothing. Okay. Beauty full. Now we go back to the north gate, and I'm gonna save again. Do I have a fake mustache though? No, I also didn't get that. I lost the scissors. And I have to go to market again. YouTube is on a warpath. I mean, they've changed so much shit with that bullshit AI thing that it's just like annoying everybody. Put the scissors over here. Okay, yeah, create the mustache. Everything's perfect. Now we have that again. Let me just put it into my clothes tab. Now I should be able to go to the northern gate again. Make it midday, and I'm gonna save again. Beautiful.
Hello again.
Annie. Now we have to wait. Maybe I'm actually gonna try out and see what happens when I like try to help her. just to see what would happen. You know, that's eaten 3 of my messages in the span of 6 minutes. Amazing. Thank you, YouTube, for that. Why did I even fucking turn off that bullshit? I literally turned off that YouTube, there should be any censors for, like, the chat. And they still delete messages. Fuck them so hard. Okay. Yeah. Fascinating. It's dangerous. They're drilling again. What is going on? Yeah. Everything's fine. Beautiful. Bunter, blah, blah. Spend 0 skill points to notice something, tell her something, blah, blah. We know we did that. Ida's coming. Something is amiss. He's talking to me. I rush to help Annie. However, was no son of Ida, the young orphan who had supposedly needed rescue. In a place, several ghoulie lumbered forward, emitting hissing gurgles that could not be mistaken for a child. I'm getting attacked by ghouls either way, okay. Literally, where did my gun go? I'm not dealing any damage, and these motherfuckers can attack like 6 times. No! Oh, I clicked on the fucking enemy. Why did I move behind him? No, it's frenzied. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking die again. What am I supposed to do here? 2 ghouls that attack me 6 times while I have gotten attacked twice. Look at that, they just killed me. The fuck am I doing wrong? Like, I cannot take a weapon out. Like, maybe I can just like, equip it already here, but that wouldn't change that much, I think. Like, I have a spear now.
Hello again.
Okay, yeah. This is annoying. I don't really understand what I'm doing wrong right now. Okay, yeah. Fascinating. It sounds dangerous. Yep. So much text I have to skip through every time. I wish the game would have just made a checkpoint before the enemies spawn or something. Something's amiss. Yeah, like that's the issue. I have a few spells, but none of the spells really like do anything to like fight. Let's just do this again. I rush to claim my flower. To walk to run off with purple gulp. Yeah, gushing. 2 ghoulies still attack me. Thing is, I have a few spells like Chilling Mist or like Death Focus, but Death Focus only gives me mana. I obviously can't use Activate Minion because I don't have my minions with me right now, and Chilling Mist is like... It's cool. It doesn't really help that much. Okay, first one's dead. This time it seems to work. Oh, it's frenzying, but he isn't hitting. He at least isn't hitting. The Chilling Mystery seem to have helped here. It's still active. You're not hitting, asshole. Can't do that, but I can cast Chilling Mist again. I'm just gonna cast it over here so it hopefully doesn't affect me. Bam! Killed that motherfucker. As my last foe slumped to the earth, another scream erupted from where I had last seen Annie. This is the cost, dear Rise from Blur, but do not worry. You will be able to bring this mortal lover back if you must, more glorious than before. I hurried to claim the magical bulb, lest it rotted away while I delayed. As I reached toward the plant, the screams continued. I shut them from my mind, easily enough. The bulb gave way with surprising ease, and the petals unfurled, revealing the vibrant golden pistils within. They radiated a strange, unnatural energy, and with them in hand, I finally decided to make my way towards Annie. Though by now the roars had dissipated, or at least only echoed in the wind. She was fucking killed. I closed Annie's eyes. I crouched and ran my palm across the bloodied face, ensuring that those lovely eyes would never again take in the world. A feeling welled up inside me, but I could not tell if it was grief or something more possessive. I imagined futures where I might call upon great powers to return Annie to me, and then I wondered if I would even want to. I took the plant's pistols into my hand and bit into them, somewhat curious if they might be poisonous. Instead, I felt only a sudden surge of power from beyond the veil, and thoughts of Annie quickly faded into my mind. Mana increased to 10. I can use the Awaken ritual on her. That is so fucked. That is so fucked. I'm missing a few ingredients for the ritual, otherwise I would like actually awaken her right now. Issue being I need a living person, so I can't use her hair anymore. Let's check the journal for a sec. Obtain some from a townsperson through sleight of hand or perhaps seduction. Okay, I hope that corpse doesn't despawn. You'd be messing with me, but hi, divas. Hello, Alec. Hi, divas. Basically, the game seems to consistently demand you to trade people for power, yeah. Like, it really focuses on the fact that we slowly are losing our humanity and are like bonds to people. I really like that, though. It's really cool. Let's talk to Moika again. Maybe we can steal her from here.
The barracks are close to civilians. Farewell.
There's just random people here. I'm also just gonna save over the effigy for a second. I need to steal a living person's hair. Can I take care from my mother?
Oh, hello.
No, I can't. Were you eavesdropping on my private conversation? Forgive me, but yes, I have been concerned about you of late. I'm loyal to the family, you know that, but I fear where you are steering in. What did you overhear? I dare not repeat the words of treachery I heard. Whatever your plans for your uncle are, I will not repeat them. We should just tell him about what the uncle did, though, to be totally honest. Albrecht deserves to know. Want to take a steel hair from a bundle? If you are a witness attacking someone, you will probably be arrested. Take care. Okay, there's Leon. Just wait until the other person leaves. Until Slavomir is gone. And that should be fine. Leon, take care. Zero wants to take some hair for, with your scissors. Perfect. Prepared effigy. Effigy stuffed with the hair of a living human. I have 2 jugs of goat milk now. I need the effigy to put it over here for now. What did your uncle do? I only just got here, and last time I left while you were sneaking into his office. He is the one who murdered our father. We basically found proof for that as well. And also he plans to build an army to wage war against the Queen of England, to overthrow her and become king. Okay, let's see. What do I need? Skeletal way of fighting, Gervais soldier, tricon, the fake mustache. I have all of that. Rosario of a witch expects an... Oh, do I have a tricon? Did I buy the tricon so far? I forgot. No, I didn't, because of obviously I fucking had to reset. I died. General store. Bezina, I need a head.
Welcome.
Show me your
Of
wares.
course. The
There's a
best
tricon
prices you can find in
Damn.
all of Mars.
Okay, that's good. I should have almost everything now. Yeah. We shall meet at the windmill in the farm fields north of the city. We need disguise to wear when fighting Gervais soldiers, a tricon head and a fake mustache, which I can make using scissors. Rosario, the witch, needs help in bringing my skeletons at night. I must advance my craft and bolster my forces by conducting the awaken ritual. Let me just save again. We should have everything for the ritual. Okay, I just want to test a thing, which is taking the prepared effigy and the holy water. Okay, I guess. I thought I need the holy water, but I guess not now. You're built different, that is true. I want to see if I can already do it. If I can already just, like, awaken her. Awaken ritual. I assess the body lying before me, and check the details in my spellbook. I proceeded with the awaken ritual. I felt exposed to the harsh lights of the day, and I produced the effigy I had bound to Leon's life force. With a cloth doll in hand, we both felt so small and inconsequential compared to the sun high above, the corpse at my feet baked in the warmth of the day. I felt the energies pulsing in my hand just as much as the pulsing of my own heart. There was a presence whipping about me, Loco, or Gides, perhaps. Those spirits whom I would invoke from whatever tradition they belonged. They played at my arms, drawing bumps from my flesh where I could feel their touch, or was it simply my imagination? It mattered not. I needed to prepare the corpse. Now, which way was north? Spend 0 skill points to just on north. I checked my bearings based on my surroundings, the lay of the land, and my internal compass. I laid out my arms and feet as though the corpse were crucified. Taking the effigy in one hand and my witch's knife in the other, I knelt over the corpse carefully. I placed the cloth doll on the chest of the corpse and held the point of the knife over its center. The presence pressed itself against me, and I felt giddy in its powerful aura. I felt light and inconsequential, as though guided by a mighty but unseen hand. Shit. I cannot open the spellbook. Which was it? I think it was like baptizing the figure in the name of Leon. I blew into the nose and mouth of the doll. Then I sprinkled holy water upon it to baptize it in the name of Leon. Legatus, I yield to you. A deep rumbling carried faintly from the distant point. Loco, take me! I heard no sound, but felt the earth below me tremor faintly. I drove a knife into the corpse. The witch's blade glowed in my hand as I thrust down and pierced the effigy and corpse in one swift motion. A euphoria washed over me as I felt the vitality of Leon flow out and around me. I swayed and felt my body overcome by some force, but I did not care. What flowed out flowed in as well. Every part of me washed away into a seething bright light of pleasure and wonder. It traveled up my arm and down my spine and down into my feet. Then I wondered if I truly had an arm or spine or feet or anything that made me me. All of my being was replaced by ecstasy, by the calling of some great rhythmic music, and by the smell of smoke as if by a great bonfire. I danced. What choice did I have? I let what was left of my being become one with the pounding music, and I danced for what seemed like hours. When the feeling first started to fade, I tried so hard to hold on to it, to call it back, but it ebbed and went away, and with it went the feelings, the passion, the dance, the music, and the light. As the world came back into view, I saw my creation watching me with glassy eyes. Bent over its form, some creature or spirit grunted and growled as though a beast devouring its prey. I reached out to shove the creature away, but as soon as I touched it As soon as I touched it, the thing dissolved into smoke and laughter. There at my creation's chest stuck my knife, but the doll lay limp, its stuffing devoured. As I recovered the blade, my new soldier feebly rose to its feet. Is that too on the nose to call the corpse of a girl we loved the bride? My former lover tried to speak, but after making several grunting noises, gave up. It would probably take some time for any remaining intellect to become apparent. I could try again later. It's just a picture with green scaled skin. That's beautiful. Okay, what weapon should I give her? Can she take crossbows? No. I'm gonna give her a knife for the start. We didn't kill our girlfriend, she was killed. Okay, let's save again. It should be fine. I just need to watch out that nobody sees her now. It's a little yeah. I mean, that's kind of the point. We are playing, like, actually evil at this point. Follow me. I'm gonna make it... shit, I can't change time here. Like, she was killed by ghouls that attacked. And we chose to not help her, basically. We chose, like... severing our bonds with humanity. I'm just gonna check if I can, like, bring her to the crypt. The issue is gonna be to not be seen in the city. If this is not working, I'm just gonna, like, let her stay here for now in the forest. But maybe she looks human enough that nobody gives a shit. I'm just gonna watch out that nobody sees me. Yep, they have cones. They have cones. They can recognize her as not being human. Okay, then I have to be careful. The way through the slums brings me directly to the cemetery. At night this should be really easy, but right now I'm like scared that somebody might see us. I'm really sad. I'm like so sad about Annie right now, seriously. I want to go a full-on Necromancer route. I want to, like, go on actual Lich mode and fully create an army for myself, but this is still so fucking sad when I have to do this. Ethical Necromancy, this ain't. He's very slow. Hey, Wolf. How you doing? How you liking? It's like you have a disappearance on your hands too, like you were last seen leaving town with your girlfriend and then only you returned. Yep. I mean, the thing that I could do is there is ghoul corpses there. I can, like, just say she was killed by ghouls if anybody asks. I know I didn't have to, but like I said, I want to go full on Necromancer around. For that, this Lich guy needs to be appeased. Yeah, take your time, man. Okay, I have to watch out here that they don't see me. Hopefully there's nobody at the cemetery. Looks good. Why the fuck is the circle still there? Did I actually forget to remove the circle one time? She wasn't killed by the ghouls that I attacked. I was able to, like, survive. And then just took her body. I have to be quick. Why is that still here? Why is that still here? Why is that still here? It has to be fucking removed before anybody sees that. Okay, the corpse of Annie is now beautifully prepared over there. Now I can make it afternoon and help
I'll
my
open the gate. Quick, get inside.
From the resistance now. Right, I did everything else that I could do right now. Resistance, disguise, and Rosario. Okay, it's time for the shenanigans, so I'm gonna make it afternoon. And we need to go outside the north gate again. Can I not leave from here? I guess I have to leave from the east gate then. There's some way to exit. Please let me through. Okay, that worked. Then I'm going to equip my disguise. Come on, with ahead. Thank you, and... Why does the game claim I have 2 zombies? Or do they count, like, the big guy as a zombie now? Maybe that's how I can just, like, heal zombies in general, that I have to bring them to this guy. This situation is getting added to the ethical necromancer script as in do not do this. Yeah, do that. We're being absolute monsters right now. This is such a contrast to the game I'm playing at the moment. What are you playing, Alec? How can I equip that? I think I just have it in my hand now. Should work at least, I think. And then let's head to the windmill. Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm noticing something. We have to do this another time. Yep. I didn't have that much time today and I have to do a few preparations for later. Combine hat and mustache. That'd be funny if that worked. No. I think I'm just wearing it automatically. I'm just heading near the windmill. Yeah, there it is. And there Klaus waits, okay. Great, great. Okay, saved. And I'm quitting. Sadly, today has to be a little bit of a shorter stream. I don't have that much time and I overslept. I wanted to stream like an hour earlier, but yeah, so it's only gonna be 2 hours today because I have to do a few preparations because I'm gonna get visitors today. Next week I'm gonna try to stream on Friday and Saturday again. Friday just like have more time and Saturday to have like a shorter stream again because I have people over for my birthday. So we're gonna stream until the people arrive, basically. Which luckily is later than today, so we have a few more hours than just 2, but... yeah, I want to like just like have a little birthday stream next week. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Necromancer is recycling what the game is better than what the game is having you to do. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. But I like it. It's very dark. But okay, guys. I hope you all had fun. We're gonna see each other once next week. But until then, have a nice time.